Welcome back to another version of Sherlock Holmes. This one's called A Silver Earring. And let's get started.
Dear Mr. Holmes, please let me thank you one more time for your help in solving the case of the Turkish medallion. I'm sure that if the story could go public, the whole country would be as grateful as I am to you. As you may have surmised, I have a very urgent and confidential matter which requires your immediate assistance. You probably are aware that we are going to celebrate the birthday of a very important person, a member of the government. I can't mention their name in this letter for obvious reasons. The most famous and accomplished artists were selected and invited to perform. We are confident about their reputations. However, we have concerns about one performer in particular, a young Italian diva, Gallia, as there are certain rumours circulating about her. She has also provoked great acclaim in every European capital where she has appeared. We want to include her in this gala event, but have reservations about her reputation. She is, as fortune would have it, in London for another engagement. Sir Bromsby has invited her to perform during a reception to commemorate the return of his daughter to England. Due to reasons of politics and security, I can't attend the reception myself. Apart from yourself, I do not know anyone else I would be able to complete a mission of such importance. Together with this letter, I am sending 2 invitations, as I assumed your eminent colleague, Dr. Watson, would be accompanying you. A cab will arrive at 221B Baker Street at 8 p.m. to take you to Sherringford Hall. Even though I know that the prospect of attending a private concert given by perhaps the best voice in Europe is very attractive for a music lover like yourself, please allow nothing to distract you from this important mission. Yours sincerely, Lord Cavendish Smith.
How can we refuse a mission of such importance? Appearances to the contrary, I believe that the future of the nation can depend on our presence. Are you with me?
If the future of the nation depends upon our presence, Holmes, then you can count on me.
Please come right in. According to the request of Lord Cavendish Smith, during the dinner you'll be seated together.
What do you know about Sir Bromsby, Holmes?
I have never met the man, and I do not follow what is written in the newspapers. However, I can tell you that Sir Bromsby is a man of approximately 50 years old, tall in stature. He is impulsive and may be prone to violent outbursts. He is of low birth, has few intimate friends, and does not like women. He must be a very aggressive businessman who would not hesitate to go beyond the law if it served his purposes. I'd like to add that today he is going to make a very important declaration concerning his business. And you, Watson, what have you heard about him?
Well, I doubt that I would be able to give as detailed a description as you have just recited. Holmes, how can you say you do not know the man and give such an account?
Watson, you know my methods. Look at the stage and the stand near the fireplace. It is obvious that they are prepared for a very tall man. I see the hostess and servants anxiously glancing in the direction of a door from which their employer must enter. Their expressions go beyond nerves and suggest fear. Only a violent and unpredictable man can cause such anguish. Now look at the guests. The men present at this party are mainly composed of military officers and rich entrepreneurs. All of them are in their 50s and are clearly business associates, so I decided that he is of their age. Furthermore, to have risen as rapidly as he has in this society, Sir Bromsby would have to be a very ruthless and intelligent businessman. The women present reveal much. Beautiful women and young girls, all neatly but rather cheaply dressed. Watson, look more carefully. There are no chaperones. No ladies would appear in public without suitable escort, I assure you. They stare at the youngest gentleman to find a convenient cavalier and cluck like chickens at the smallest idiocy. In short, a man who would invite only business associates and women of the lower classes to the birthday party of his only child must have few friends, rather poor taste in women, and little regard for his daughter. Another item of note, but not the least, observe that group of men speaking very quickly. It's a group of reporters armed with their notebooks gathered together now that the time of the address is coming. These are not the society reporters for the Times sent to cover a gala birthday party. These are the regular reporters who had come only to gain news about the future of the Bromsby Empire. I will conclude by saying that no man, except a lunatic, would accept such an arrangement of tables and furniture. Look quickly, Watson. I hear applause. Sir Bromsby is coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me thank you all for attending this special reception. In fact, this moment is a turning point for many people.
Watson, quick! Tell Miss Lambert not to allow anyone to leave and to send a man for the police immediately.
Well, that's exciting. I guess it's a whodunit. And now we get to play Holmes. Let's see what we can find. This game is a lot older than the game that I just played about Jack the Ripper. So I guess the first thing to do is examine the body, maybe? And I see before we look at the body, looks like there's something on the floor. Let's see if we can get it. And let's see, down in our bar, this is our inventory. There's the note we just picked up. We have a test tube, a tape measure, and a magnifying glass. And then over here we have a book. I think the book is where anything we find that are conversations, things like that. Okay. So in the book we have maps, we have conversations, we have things that we've picked up. Okay. All right, so let's look at this note here. Bromsby's note. Read.
The first handwriting is small and elegant. The second is hurried and forceful.
Okay. What does it say? Is there any way to make it bigger? Okay, so look, there's two different writings here. God, I can't see it. Will this help? No. All right, we got to learn our way through the game. Acknowledgements. If a notable person is present, do not forget to acknowledge them. You welcome your daughter. You then invite her to enter the ballroom. When she's on the stage, you make your speech for the journalists. Don't forget the villager and the serpent. Shooting at pigeons isn't mentioned in program. Miss Lambert added this at the last moment. Don't forget to mention this. Okay. There's a program for her 18th birthday, celebrating program in honor of return of Miss Lavinia Broomsby, away for 6 years at a Swiss boarding school, and her 18th birthday. Okay. All right, let's say take a look at the body.
Excuse me, if I may. I am Sherlock Holmes.
What do you wish to know?
Who are you?
I must ask, who are you?
I am the doctor from the village near the hall.
Can you tell me about the body?
Is he still breathing?
He died instantly.
I didn't think he was still breathing.
Where is the bullet?
It's still in the body. I must obtain police authorization to extract it.
Thanks, Doctor.
Never mind.
That's typical for these kind of games. And look at everything. I mean, sometimes I tend not to look up in some of these games, but you never know when something might have a clue on it. Okay, let's go talk to this guy.
Good day. My name is Sherlock Holmes. Would you mind if I asked several questions?
If it helps you.
Can you tell me about the shot?
Did you notice anything peculiar at the time of the shooting?
I jumped up, and then I looked in the direction of the shot. There, I saw that little flirt, Miss Bromsby. She seemed to be placing something in her handbag amid a cloud of smoke. Then she rushed to the stage. I must say, her sudden inheritance should be a fine present for her birthday.
Well, what makes her a little flirt? What? Can you tell me what your presence? Can you tell me why you're here?
What precisely was your relationship with the victim?
We were partners with the old scoundrel. I'm sorry, Sir Bromsby. He personally invited me. He gave me every assurance there would be plenty of fresh meat, if you take my meaning. Well, there was, but some of it was quite cold.
Good Lord, what a freak.
Were you an associate of the victim?
Yes, he seems so much bigger when he's lying down rather than standing.
Okay. Man, do you even realize the guy's dead, buddy?
Well, thank you very much.
It is nothing, dear fellow.
Cold-blooded. Okay, I don't think there's anything else here. So let's walk around the room. Let's go this way first. Can we get through the door? We can. Although I don't know what I'm going to do here. Is there something on the floor?
I need something.
Oh, magnifying glass maybe?
I need something. I need something.
Well, test tube? Is it something to pick up? It is.
There's dust. Excellent.
Okay, and what is this? It's a handbag.
A small caliber pistol. A Wright model.
Okay. Can we look at it? Tickets to the train and boat from Geneva.
Train and ship tickets from Geneva to London.
A passport of Lavinia Broomsby. And white powder. All right, we'll look at that in a minute. Let's go back in. I want to finish inspecting that room before we go scurrying around. Walk this way. Let's talk to this guy.
You do not seem the least bit alarmed.
In India, I became quite familiar with the sound of gunshots. Therefore, their sudden occurrence does not alarm me as they would a woman or certain officers in attendance.
Not just women. I'd be shocked that a gun went off myself. All right. Do you know Sir Bromsby?
Why didn't you intervene?
It would have been of no use. Whoever he is, the man who did this is either a perfect shot or extremely lucky, because old Bromsby had no chance at all.
Why are you here?
Could you explain your presence at this reception?
Bromsby sent me 2 invitations for myself and the wife. My wife has fainted due to the shock of these events. I do hope her condition will last a good while longer, so that I may toss off several glasses of this excellent sherry.
The guy's dead. What is wrong with these people? Earlier, Sherlock Holmes said he didn't think this guy had many friends. It doesn't seem like anybody here is actually his friend.
Very well. Thank you.
My pleasure.
All right, let's keep walking. Keep a-walking. I'll check these doors out later. Didn't even get any food while we were here. Let's talk to this guy. Hello.
That shot was dreadful, wasn't it?
It's neither the first nor probably the last I shall hear in my life. Tell me, young man, are you a barman or not? Because I'm dying from thirst.
You got a drink in your hand. And no, I'm not a barman.
Did you have a personal relationship with Sir Bromsby?
What impertinence! I will answer questions of this nature only if they issue from my superiors or the authorities, and you, sir, are neither of those.
A schnob, eh? You're sure a short little booger.
Well, I must leave you now.
All right, young man.
Yeah, he's got nothing to say. Everybody's here just for the booze, I guess. Isn't that typical of a party, though? Okay, how do I carry on? Yeah, let's talk to this guy. I can't seem to go around that corner.
Excuse me, could you answer some questions?
You're quite welcome.
Can you tell me about the shot you heard?
Where were you at the moment this tragedy occurred?
Like all the servants, I was in the ballroom. 'Twas the special orders of the old crab. In my opinion, it was done in particular to have more people there to applaud him. Cunning old bird, wasn't he?
Well, not anymore. Can you tell me about him?
What sort of man was Sir Bromsby? I mean, as an employer.
Troublesome and bad-tempered, but he paid well.
Well, that's all that counts, isn't it? What's your duties here?
Are you personally at the service of the Bromsby family?
Yes, there are 5 of us who serve in the Sherringford Hall. There are Mary and Sue, the maids, Carl, our chef, Lamb, Sir Bromsby's coachman, and myself. All the rest were brought in just for the reception.
Can you tell me more about the staff?
And where are the rest of the staff?
Mary is cleaning downstairs. Sue went to comfort some little goose who had been crying bitterly. It's rather odd because it seemed to me she started crying before Sir Bromsby was shot.
And the coachman?
Lamb is at the main gate. Miss Lambert gave him specific instructions to throw out any reporters and ensure they do not re-enter the hall. However, it would not be good if he finds you've been asking questions here. Tell me, will my name appear in the newspaper?
How would I know?
Thank you for your help.
My pleasure, sir.
All right, I guess let's go. I don't think I can get by this guy. Let's go back out and around the other side of the building. I can't seem to get where I need to go. Let's go this way if we can. Aha. We're right back where we started. Move around the room this way. Well, no wonder we couldn't get this way. There's nothing to do here. All right, let's start trying to go through some of these doors. Let's try this one first. Whoa, ho, more people.
Let me introduce myself. I am Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, Mr. Holmes, the infamous detective. We are heaven blessed by your presence. I am afraid I am still in shock.
Can you tell us about the shot? Where were you? What were you doing? What'd you see? What'd you hear?
Tell us what you saw.
I was behind Sir Bromsby when it all happened. I am sorry, but as such I could not see anything of interest. But I am convinced that Miss Lavinia had nothing to do with it.
You are, huh? And what's your deal here?
Whom do I have the pleasure of addressing?
Oh, I forget myself. We haven't been properly introduced. I am Herman Grimble,
advisor to the late Sir Melvyn Bromsby, and minority shareholder of Bromsby Enterprises.
Do you think it was a murder?
So you knew Sir Bromsby well, then?
What a sad end for such a great man. We first met in India several years ago. That would have been before the birth of Miss Lavinia. We have been business associates and friends ever since that moment.
So he thinks he's a friend. Can you tell me more about Mr. Bromsby?
What sort of man was Sir Bromsby?
He was a man with strong character that at times seemed excessive. He was unyielding, but he was a good man.
Now, what's this death going to do to your business?
Have you any knowledge about the succession of his business interests?
I believe that Sir Bromsby had drawn up his will with his attorney and friend Horace Fowlett. When it is read, we will know more about the specifics, but I can assure you that nothing therein would threaten Bromsby Enterprises.
So you have a controlling interest in that, I guess. Who's Horace Fowlett?
And where is this Mr. Fowlett?
He must have been here, because he would have most certainly been invited, although he is hardly a person of high society. Where could he be, I wonder?
I guess if I'd have been listening, wasn't he the lawyer? Can you tell me about this speech?
We have found Sir Bromsby's speech. There's something quite puzzling about it.
Ah, you talk about the notes that I left for him. Sir Bromsby always improvised his speeches in public as well as in business. Nevertheless, it was still necessary to remind him about particular points. So I sometimes made notes for him on a sheet of paper. Hold on, he must have made that odd notation himself. It says something about a peasant and a snake. What could it mean?
Snake? I thought maybe it was a sneak. Did he have any enemies?
Did Sir Bromsby have any enemies?
Oh, there are always those who envy a man who is successful in business. But to say that Sir Bromsby had enemies? No, I cannot think of anyone who would desire his death.
All right, let's carry on.
Thank you very much.
I am at your disposal.
Okay, I'm going to take a quick look around before I go into any other doors and see if there's anything that I may have missed. These old games are kind of weird. You got to sometimes just move the mouse around until something changes. Okay, we already talked to that guy. Move a little further down. Okay, I don't think we went in that door, but let's kind of hang on a minute. Whoop, what was that? What is that? God, I would have missed that.
Look, what's this?
Yeah, that's what I said. What's this? It's a piece of dirty white clothes. What? Is it white clothes or is it just a piece of dirty cloth? Weird. All right, we'll look at this stuff. I'm going to keep looking for clues. I'm probably doing this wrong, but oh well. Wouldn't be the first time, right? All right. I think I look pretty thorough here. I can't get past this old drunk. Everybody's here just to drink, and I already talked to that guy. Okay, let's go back and start going through rooms, I guess.
The handle is twisted down.
What does that mean? Somebody's been
It
through here?
smells of gunpowder.
Oh, this is where the daughter came through. What's that? What is that?
This black cloth is large enough to conceal a person.
What? It's like a blanket? That's kind of weird. How do we get back up? How do I stand back up? Oh, hit the escape key. Now, when he came in this room, he mentioned something about the doorknob being partly opened or down, but it looks like there's some kind of smudge up here on the door. Let's see what that is.
I need something.
Okay, well, what do we have? Magnifying glass?
I need something.
No. Test tube? Well, tape measure next. Let's try that. Why would we need a tape measure?
The tracer powder is located at 1 meter 65 from the surface.
Okay. That's metric stuff. I don't know metric stuff. All right. Now, evidently, when I put the tape measure away, there appeared the powder that was on the door. So I guess it's a magic tape measure. It kind of picks up stuff. Let's walk down the hallway here and see what we find. No, seriously. Can we move? No, put that away. Huh. I can't seem to... Can we get it? Can we get in this door?
There's a greasy substance on the door handle. Seems to be a sauce?
A sauce? Are we then in the kitchen? Okay, I haven't finished looking at the hallway. How can I go down the hallway? Come on. I can't go down the hallway? All right, well, we'll go back in the store then. A sticky sauce, he said. Oh, here we go. Oh, wait, there's something under there. Turn around. What was that? Right there.
I need something.
Oh, jeez. Another tape measure. A small box with white powder. Is it drugs? Are we getting into drugs? Anything else under there? I'm getting turned around.
There's a greasy substance on the door handle. Seems to be a sauce?
There's a lot of sauce on that door.
Excuse me, but would you be Mary?
What do you want, mister?
Can you tell me about the shot?
Did you hear the shot?
Of course, I heard everything. But I didn't stop my work. Imagine that someone else had been killed and not my master. Oh, he would have given me a good talking to.
Oh, jeez. You're that scared of your boss?
What's happened here, on this carpet?
An idiot from Hertford's turned over the fowl. Sir Bromsby passed by without even taking notice. It did seem his mind was elsewhere these days. Of course, it was probably because of Miss Lavinia's homecoming.
Okay.
What do you think of your employer?
He could be the very devil at times, but not the worst. If you had just known my father. And then the master was so generous with our wages.
So he paid well, huh?
Did you observe anyone pass this way after the shot was fired?
No one's come this way, not from the moment I returned after emptying my bucket, and the whole while I've been cleaning. I only saw Scott, who was in the ballroom. He half opened the door to tell me the news.
Scott, huh? Okay, have I asked everything?
Thank you, Mary.
Not to worry, sir.
I have to admit, I am truly getting lost. Where was the room with the piece of armor? I hadn't finished in there, I don't think. And why is there sauce on all the doors? Yeah, I don't remember getting down. Oh, here we go. You know what it is, I think. I had this open and I couldn't get low enough on the screen. And then when I did, it let me walk. What do we have here?
Look, what's this?
I don't know. Looks like a mirror.
Look, what's this?
I don't know. I'm missing something. All right, I'm not quite sure what I am missing. Let me try the magnifying glass again, because he said, "What's this?" And he was standing there, so maybe he was in the way now that he's moved out of the way. Aha, here we go. Oh, some hair.
Black hair.
All right, well, I think it's time to take a break. I'm going to end it here. I don't want to get this video being too long. And hopefully you'll join me in the next one. Take care. Hope you had fun. Ta-ta for now.